It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys.
Forgive us, Father, for we are about to sin and be very naughty boys. God damn, can you imagine if they did release Lola Bunny and Star Fox?
Well, I mean, it would probably be as on par as the shit that they've been doing with Star Fox lately. So
I honestly,
Well,
I don't think I've ever actually played Star Fox.
I love Star Fox so much.
I know you do, bud, and I love you, so I love Star Fox because of that.
Yeah.
Dude, the Super Nintendo version is what the fuck hard as hell, man.
Oh God, yeah.
You know what game is fucking ridiculously hard?
Mm.
No, wait, not hard. It makes me hard.
Oh, all of
What
them?
game?
I started playing Dante's Inferno.
Oh,
Lots of weird movies.
Right, I didn't realize how many titties there would be in Dante's Inferno.
yep.
You didn't
Oh,
realize how many titties there would be in the video game made by God of War people about Italy Hell.
I've never played God of War, so I didn't know. But so yeah, I'm playing it like I'm thinking like, oh, cool, like Lust obviously will probably have titties, right? But holy fucking shit. Like
Yeah.
like as soon as I started playing the game, one of the first like the opening sequence has titties and I'm like, "Whoa. All right."
Has what? Arca has what?
I can hear Mark just like, you do not know how disturbingly turned on I am by this.
Well, no, and so here's the thing is like for the most part I was like, okay, this is like sure, there's a lot of titties. I'll just keep the door closed, like not a big deal. They should knock before they enter. If not, when you pause the game, everything like you can't see anything on the screen, so it's fine.
What would you do if your nephew bursts in, you're playing that game, and he goes, "Oh my god!" and then he says "titties" just like you do in your penthouse voice?
He's just, oh my god, titties. I'd be concerned if that happened.
would immediately
Be like,
have
why
to have a
the-
talk with your nephew about
Why
not
the fuck-
listening to our podcast.
Why the fuck do you know what it sounds like when I say titties like that?
Like, have you
And it just
But
turns
no,
out it's a
well,
real
I came. I was seeing if you were awake, and I came into your room, and you were asleep, and you were just saying titties in your sleep.
keep whispering titties in your sleep. But no, so like everything was fine. I was fine with it up until like the holy shit, I am so gassy today.
It's the
That's like-
morning.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's coffee. I just had coffee. That's what it is.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
it's
you have,
coffee.
greasy
Oh, I
bread?
love my coffee.
Oh, that's
So
the only thing I'm happy about this, guys, is I, for the first time in a while, had a big breakfast, and I was happy about that.
nice.
Yeah.
So playing Dante's Inferno for the first time, and everything's fine up until I get to Lust. I'm like, okay, so Lust obviously gonna have some titties. I didn't realize how many titty it's gonna have.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I get to
What?
well, I figured there would be titties. I just didn't realize how fucking weird they were gonna get with the titties.
With the what?
With titties.
There you go. There you go.
So I get to I get to the boss battle in Lust,
Yeah.
and it's this fucking like 80-foot tall woman with massive titties just titties just
There you go.
swaying back and forth as she's climbing this phallic tower. Like I saw this tower as soon as I saw it for the first time. I'm like, oh, that's a penis. Yeah, that's just a penis.
Oh, that's a big old dick.
That's a big old dick. And
No, wait. When did Brian get into this game?
and and everything was fine. Everything was fucking fine until we get to a point where she stops climbing and she's actually fighting me like one-on-one properly, and her nipples open up and just dead babies start cascading out.
Oh my god. That's hell.
Like I'm watching this and I'm like, man, oh wow,
Oh,
like we get to fight. We get
no.
to fight now. She's not moving. I get to see her. Oh no, her titties are open. Oh no, she is lactating small infants with swords for hands.
You know, sometimes you wonder why they have ratings on video games, and then you realize, because if they didn't, kids would play that and just grow up with the worst fetishes ever.
Well, and
I
then
feel like that's already happened.
Oh yeah, Lola Bunny. Thank you very much.
Have you ever been at a game, at like a GameStop or a video game store, where they actually had to be like, no, it's rated M. I cannot sell this to you.
I have
Oh,
never
yeah.
once been to a game store where they did that.
I
Like,
have,
it is the
I have,
weirdest thing
I have absolutely gone in. So I went into a store. I went into GameStop. This is years ago, and I was old enough to buy a game, but my cousin was not. And they straight up were like, "We need to. Are you his guardian?" And I'm like, no, but I'm buying this game for myself. I'm not buying it for him." I'm like, "Oh well, we can't sell you this game
fucking
unless you
Walmart
have an
rules.
adult with you." And I was like,
It's like Walmart with
What?
booze.
Oh, yeah.
well, I mean, HEB's the same way.
Like, you can go to a liquor store and they don't give a shit.
Mm,
That's the thing that's weird to me.
no, no,
Is this
not
just Illinois?
necessarily.
Are we just that fucked up?
Oh yeah, we absolutely are that fucked up. Anyway, so I walked in and I was trying to. What fucking game was I trying to get? I can't even remember. Um, but they straight up were just like,
Inferno? You wanted them weird titties?
they straight up were like, we can't sell you this game, and I'm like, but I'm the one buying it with my card. Here's my ID, like you can see. But because my cousin was like 2 years younger than me, they're like, nope, sorry. And I had to go out to the car. My grandfather was with me. I'm like, Pa, I need you to come into the store. He immediately turns and looks at me and he goes, what the hell did Chad do? And I was like,
Oh, I figured it was Chad, but I didn't want to make an assumption on
I
that.
was like, no, Chad didn't do anything. And he goes, what did you do?
Except be born
And I was
too
like,
late.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't do anything. I'm trying to buy this game. They won't sell it to me because they think I'm trying to buy Chad this game. And they're like, and my grandfather was just stopped and he was just trying to process what was happening. And he's like, so you as an adult, because I was 18 at this point, he's like, so you as an adult are trying to buy a game and they won't sell it to you because Chad's not an adult? And I was like, yeah, pretty much. They think I'm trying to buy him the game. That my grandfather straight up goes,
Which is great because, like,
my grandfather was so confused because he's like, why won't they sell you? I thought my grandfather straight up was like, you're buying a game, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm buying a game. And he goes, what kind of game are you trying to buy? And I was, I think it was one of the Grand Theft Auto games, actually.
yeah, they got pretty serious about those ones.
It's a game. It's a game with titties and hookers, and it's like,
Yeah,
what?
but no, I mean, yeah, that's in there, but I'm like, I was like, there's violence, there's sex references, and like adult situations that happen in the game, and I was like, it's no different than like you know, or like early James Bond movie, pretty much. My grandfather was like, my grandfather was like, so what do you want me to do about it? And I was like, I need you to come in the store because they won't sell me the game unless I have an adult. And he's like, but you're an adult. I'm like, I know, this is really dumb and I'm really annoyed by the situation too. So my grandfather goes in,
Oh God.
door opens up, and he immediately goes, all right, so who's the dumbass kid that won't sell my adult grandson a video game and made me get out of the car? and, and he just starts berating this. I mean, in all honesty, the person I was buying the game from was probably my age too, and was just like, "Oh, I just can't sell you the game because you're not an adult." And, like, he's not an adult, and I was like, "Look, man, you're the same age as me." And so he's just like, my grandfather's just laying into him like, "Do you feel big? Do you feel special about your life? You work at a GameStop."
Okay, here's the thing. Is like, I get
And
it.
I'm just, but obviously my grandfather is annoyed because he has no concept, like, at all about this stuff. And I'm just like, I get why you're annoyed. I was like, I think you went a little too hard, and that was a little unnecessary, but it was also really funny to watch.
The part that would have made me really
Jesus,
happy.
That would have been hilarious to see in person.
Part that would have made me really happy is if the kid was.
You
that,
feel like a big man now?
No. I would love it if the kid selling it was like, "Oh, you're with them," and your grandpa's like, "Yeah," and he goes, "I can't sell it to you."
Oh my god. Dude, how pissed off
That's the
do
thing.
you think your grandpa would have been by that?
He would have been.
Hey,
He would have
Brandon
been
was an adult at the
infuriated.
time. His reasoning for not selling to Brandon is the exact same reasoning for not selling to Brandon's grandpa.
Yeah,
Either
I'm
way,
like, what, you just like don't want to sell this game?
yeah, you know.
Brandon, what if you were like how you are now? Like, because I know you said you didn't smoke pot back then, but what if you would have been like, hey, I'll tell you what, give me a, because I know you're,
What?
Do you think that I just roll around with a goddamn weed just ready to barter with idiot teenagers?
no, but
I
what
feel
if
like
that,
I feel
like,
like Key's
like-
entire experience as to what,
no, I'm just saying, what if you would have
stoners
said,
is
I feel like
like
Key's
some of your-
experience with weed is like essentially dazed and confused.
no.
I feel
See,
like
I'm
his
saying it's more
experience
like
with weed is us.
it's more like oh god, what was that movie? Up in Smoke, when Cheech's
Fucking
cousin
Lord.
shows up. Cheech's cousin just shows up with a bag of weed and starts handing it out left and right. I feel
Yeah.
like that's what Key is expecting to happen.
God damn it.
By the way, guys, there's a. Oh god, this is so stupid. So first
You
off,
okay, Key? You sound a little flustered.
I'm just playing a little bit of video games while we talk.
Oh, I noticed Mr. Star
Yeah.
Wars Battlefield over there.
Yes, I love this game.
so first off, in Illinois, they can sell liquor at the Walmart. So like we would
Oh
have.
yeah, that
situations-
blew me away when we went into Target for the
Right.
wedding. I was like, what?
What really blew you away was when we went to the gas station and bought booze.
That made more
what?
sense. That made more sense to
Yeah,
me because
Illinois,
I've been
any
like
place
going
that
to
sells
New
beer
Orleans.
is also allowed to sell liquor.
Really?
Hi, baby.
Yeah. One of the
Oh,
things that
tell
really
Jasmine I
confused
said
me
hi.
when
Hi,
I
Dad.
moved here
Hi.
was I went to HEB to
Oh,
get
hi,
everything
Gwen.
and I couldn't get whiskey. Like it actually threw me for a loop.
When you went in to get whiskey and you couldn't?
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. I always can get whiskey at Target.
Yeah, exactly.
So
so-
the booze at the gas station didn't like catch me off guard. I was caught off guard, but I was like, they actually have good stuff. This isn't just like this is actually stuff I haven't been able to find at like my store in a while, and it just got to sit in here because distribution laws are different for every state.
Absolutely.
Right.
So
But
the
so
funny thing
anyways, what
in
threw me
Illinois-
off was we went into Target and
2 full aisles.
it's just the 2 full aisles like in the back and it said liquor and I was like, no, there's no way. And Jeff's like fucking like Willy Wonka, go check it out. What do you think?
What's that chocolate
It's like when your parents buy you a bike for Christmas and they're like, why don't you go take a look in the garage there, bud? Go see what we got for you.
I'm trying to imagine Jeff singing that song from Willy Wonka, the whole...
Come with me and
And
you'll be.
in a world of pure intoxication.
I was going to go with the inebriation, but well,
We can't do that here. They already did it on Family Guy.
I can do it.
Jeff would do it
Family
so
Guy
much.
just rips off everything anyways.
Brandon, that sounded just like a 5-year-old saying that they can tie their own shoes.
Oh, God.
I could do it. I did it the other day.
I can fucking
So-
do it. I do it all the goddamn time. Fuck you. I'll show you.
so in
Mark,
Illinois,
I need help. I didn't do it right.
I can imagine, like,
when those situations would happen, it was even dumber because literally we would walk out of the Walmart, leave the under 21 or out there, and then walk back in, and then they would sell to us.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of shit that would happen when I try to buy like
no.
I'm trying
I
to
tried-
imagine Brandon... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I tried buying beer one time, or not beer, but like cider or whatever at HEB when I was with Erin, and because she was under 21, they wouldn't let me buy it because I had an under 21 minor with me. I'm like, this is my fucking wife. Like, let me just buy my fucking beer.
Just imagining your nephew coming in. Mark, can you stop bitching about your ex-wife?
Oh,
I would honestly, like, I would have so much fucking respect if he came in and did that.
Oh,
what
is
if he
this the
did it
one that
without
won't
knocking?
curse?
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
God. Actually, you know what? No, I did think of, this wasn't a bad one. It was just really funny. So my middle nephew, he doesn't really, like, he's the same way. He doesn't swear or anything. And he's usually pretty good, like, about recognizing it, like reading the room stuff. The other day when I was like, you guys know I've been shopping to get a replacement computer. And there's this
I don't
website
know
they
why,
told me,
but I thought you were going to say dildos.
no, that they wouldn't know about that.
That's a bad time for him to walk in.
No, but so I'm shopping for computers, and they both built their computers, so they're helping me. And there's this website called PC Part Picker, which basically you can just build your computer from the ground up. And
But be careful not to leave the money in your dad's account.
yeah, no shit. But so we're looking over it, and he comes in, he's like, "Hey, I was looking over this. Like, they got all these different kind of builds. Like you got gaming computers. This guy built one, for his work that also can do gaming. And there's one that's he's like, there's one it's called PC for my wife, so you can build a computer for your wife." And I was like, buddy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot." And I was like, "It's fine, bud. It's like, I know you didn't."
Meanwhile, his dad is on the other side of the room just laughing his ass off.
Well, yeah, basically, because everyone, like, at this point, I don't care. Like, I joke about it all the time. So I guess he just didn't think about it before he said it. And it was just funny as hell because, like, he felt so bad. And I'm like, dude, it's fine. Like, I know you didn't mean anything by it. But what was really funny is
And then you just go like, I'm just going to go into my room, not because I'm upset or anything, but just because I can. And you just start like fake crying. Just like, ooh.
That's what you
my
should. You should have so curled up into a ball and just fake cried right there.
Well, here's what's funny is I take very long showers, and there's actually,
I thought you were going to say.
No wonder why all the conditioner's gone.
and I found out there's actually a psychological reason for it.
Called masturbation.
Because I wasn't loved enough as a child or as an adult with my wife. I take hot showers. No, I take hot showers
feel the
because
warmth of something around you.
That's it. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Oh my God, it's so depressing, and I'm still gonna make fun of you for it.
That's fine. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so when I first moved here, was when I started. When I first moved here, I was heavily drinking because I was fucking depressed.
Good man.
And my favorite thing to do was get like a ice cold like rum and coke, and then just sit in the shower and just let it run over me.
Yeah, dude, it's the best.
The
And-
drink?
With the hot water. Nice.
No, the hot water and the cold drink. It was a great combination. Well, apparently one of those times I had already been drinking like for most of the day, and I got another drink and I was like, I'm gonna go take a shower. I just need to relax, I didn't know that my older sister's younger sister, who I have no relation to, and her husband were coming over to hang out and watch. I think they were watching a game or something, and I had forgotten to lock the bathroom door, which ordinarily
Oh, Mark.
isn't a big deal. I was fucking hammered. I didn't care. I was depressed. I was hammered. I was in the shower, enjoying my drink, sitting on the shower floor. I hear the door open, and it was luckily it's one of the it was a one of the standing showers with the frosted, like the frosted glass, so you couldn't. She couldn't see
You're
me.
like curled against your chest.
Right. She couldn't see me. I couldn't see her. She just saw like a rough outline of a person. And I
heard the
just-
sobs.
She just opens the door and I'm like, it's occupied. And I just hear the ever so slight, oh my God. And then the door closes. And like half an hour later, because like I said, I take long showers. Like a half hour later, I come kind of stumbling out, and my sister's like, hey, bud, you doing okay? I'm like, not really. It's been a rough day. And she's like, yeah, I heard. Lexi went to use the bathroom and said you were sitting on the shower floor crying and drinking. I was like, Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
I'm gonna go lay down now because I don't feel good. And
That's called drunk.
yeah, and yeah, it was definitely an interesting way to like re-meet my sister's sister, who I hadn't seen in like 8 years.
It's the sister.
Hey guys, if you just can't get enough of Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys, you can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SR Sleepy Boys. Or you can check out our YouTube channel, Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys. You can also find us on Spotify, Radio Public, Anchor, Breaker Radio, and coming soon, Apple Podcasts.